Hello and welcome to Salt Nation TV. In this video, we're solving a question that was never asked ever. And that is, how easy is it to put an aftermarket steering wheel in place of the Cube's OEM Nissan wheel? I've wanted to do this since picking the car up. I got a steering wheel, a really nice quality one at BHP Fuel Fest, and it's going to go on the car.
And I'm hot and bothered, and I'm not in the mood for this, so it can piss off.
Yeah, so Ed's obviously really happy.
I don't do well in 30-degree car heat.
No,
Look at you sweating like a pedo.
What are you trying to say? Because I've shaved my beard and just got a moustache.
Yeah, Tom Selleck.
It's
a lot gayer.
Well, I was thinking it was more Freddie Mercury, because as I get more and more tired, it's like my chin regresses into my neck.
Yeah.
So my top lip juts out over it like this, Ed.
Mm.
Oh, we hear it, Radio Gaga. So we've come up against our first hurdle, and it was removing the bolts that hold the steering wheel in. So
30.
So that's what it should look like when you successfully unscrew it.
You don't want to look at
This side,
one.
I mean, Ed's about to get it out, and it's taken a bit of swearing, a bit of grumpy Ed.
They're bloody thread locked, but look at the state of that.
Look how fucked that is. Oh dear. Oh. Yeah.
Oh, you didn't see that.
No.
Oh, where's that gone? I mean, you might need it.
Yeah, well, we shouldn't do. We shouldn't need it because in my boot I have HKB Boss Kit, EXORACING steering wheel screws, brand of steering wheel with horn that's a K, steering wheel with the brand covered up because obviously EXORACING don't make a steering wheel, so I had to go to the enemy. Oh! Tell us what's going on, Ed.
So we've put the HKB horn connector in, and we put the airbag resistor in. I think now, now we're going to put the nub on. So the main bolt for holding the steering wheel on was a 19mm. So after we had the trouble with the really annoying bolts, but only one of them was annoying, which was this one, after they came off, it was kind of smooth sailing. And then there was like, clock spring, what do we do? There's no videos on the internet that we can find. We leave it on. Just because that's got that there.
Yeah, it's got everything you need. HKB, or HKS, what is it? It's a HKB, isn't it? HKB
Japan.
Boss set I bought from Driftworks.
Good company.
Who I bought my wheels from.
Just trying to get the little horn thing in the hole. Bit's on the wrong side. I should be a dab hand at this now. I've done it on 2 cars.
Yeah. You did it on that blue one that's over there.
But I'm not.
The
Prelude was harder.
K11.
Because it was messing up the four-wheel steering, do you remember?
Yeah. I do remember that, Ed.
You do. Oh, I'm having trouble with that. How did you take that one off again? Was it just there?
Yeah.
Little nub.
Just take that bit off.
My fingers
Do you
are
want me to do it?
too fat.
Do you want me to do it? Come on, farm boy hands. How you did it?
Not what I want to do. I still can't bloody do it.
Is it a bit of Slidey McSliderson?
Yeah.
Do you want me to thread it through? Because I've got smaller hands than you, as you like to say all the time.
Done it.
Oh. So yeah, I mean, as always, this isn't really going to be a how-to video because it's very hot. And but essentially, if anybody with a Z11 Nissan Cube wants to change their steering wheel to an aftermarket one,
we're showing you.
We're showing you the trials and tribulations. If you need to know how to do it, just message us. Message us and we can talk you through it. That's probably the best way of describing it. Plus the sun is that, you know, that yellow burning ball in the sky. That is making filming quite difficult, isn't it, Ed?
It's fucking hot, mate.
It is hot. Fucking hot. Bit like your mum.
Oh.
I'd you know, I'd let her stay and I'd make her a cup of tea in the morning.
Making me blush.
Oh.
Excelsior.
Sex weed.
It's nowhere near the hole yet.
So, not much of a problem there. Ed's lined it up, haven't you?
So, well, yeah, you normally have a problem when I do these, like on the Accord.
Oh yeah, Well, after you changed it on my Accord, you then fell in the car and ripped the horn off, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I tried to drive it, and the horn was going off because every time it moved, it was going like that.
Have you got the nice new steering wheel?
Yeah.
We're ready for that.
Oh, let's get it. Woohoo! Hello. Oh, let's get all the bits and stuff. There we go.
A steering wheel. So I've put this little nub back in, because I think that secures the horn, doesn't it? You know,
yeah. Yes. Right. That's the nuts.
Titanium me up.
That's the middle bit there. This the horn.
I don't need that one there.
Oh right.
Oh, just have a look.
Well, hold this.
Natalie Cassidy.
So,
Natalie Cassidy.
Oh look. Some rubber. I mean,
I've got a man's body. I've got a man's body, Alec. Hello.
I'm just putting out the bins.
I've got a man's body. Hello,
Not
Alec.
using those.
I never used a bra in EastEnders, Alec.
No.
I've got a man's body, Alec.
I've got thousands that hang over my waist.
I've got a man's body, Alec.
Oh.
Phil. I've got a man's body, Phil.
Why are you calling me Phil?
Where's your earrings today? You just got massive holes in
I've started taking them out. I don't want to wear them anymore.
You've got a man's ears, Alec. Code for code. I've got a man's body, Alec. We've all gone mental. I need the titanium. Oh, I needed that, don't I? Yeah. What's that for? You don't put that on.
Don't I?
I don't know. Oh, we've got two.
So it'll go into what? It goes into one then.
Yeah. Alec.
Are you going to read the instructions for that bit, Ed?
No. I've got a man's body, Alec. Right, do you want that bit round it? Because you don't really need it. Oh,
no.
If you look, they're longer than that.
Yeah, they are.
Because of that.
Yeah, so we don't want that. We want that.
You don't need that one, because you want a man's body.
Don't want that plastic thing. We want the metal. So I've done something other than film. I put the burnt titanium screws in. You know, EXORACING ones. Oh.
They are burnt in this
I put those in after taking them out the wrappers, so I'm obviously doing lots in this video. But you know, this is what it is. Ed's the monkey,
grease monkey,
and I'm the organ grinder.
I got a man's body, Alec.
and because Ed gets stuck on a loop, which is why I have to take over camera duties most of the time and do a lot of the face to camera stuff, because Ed is like a cyborg that's got a bad or loose connection. Isn't that right, Ed?
I got the giggles.
Ah, and we don't smoke weed.
Yeah.
I don't think Ed probably ever has smoked weed.
No.
No.
What is weed?
It's you know, marijuana, Mary Jane.
Cannabis.
I smoked it for a long, long time, from the age of 15 to 31, and then I gave up.
You're all methadone, Alec, aren't you?
And then I started getting dreams after about you know, almost immediately. I started dreaming again.
You went to the Betty Ford clinic, didn't you, Alec?
Yes, I was there with former England international footballer Tony Adams, who was there for a drinking addiction problem, and Paul Merson. And Tony Adams was more articulate than you'd give him credit for, but yet still looked like a horse that had been put out for slaughter. And all of that is nonsense.
But true.
Sad but true.
Yeah. Cool.
Look at the power. How did you feel, Ed? How did you feel?
Good.
Got your mojo back?
A little bit. I've got a man's body, Alec.
So we've got... Oh! It's my wife and daughter.
Oopsie.
Hello.
Esme's going to bed. She wanted to say goodnight.
Yeah? Are you going to wave, Esme? You're on camera.
How can you go to bed in 35-degree heat?
I know, right?
Eh?
Don't give her ideas, Edward.
What? We've done it!
We've done it. It's on.
Yes.
I mean, it looks very nice.
Very nice.
Yeah, don't press up too many times. My daughter's just gone to bed.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but she can't go sleep in 35-degree heat.
Yeah, well, she has to.
Mate, that's a lovely piece of kit.
It's really nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a shame that doesn't say EXORACING across there.
Yeah, it's a real shame, but they don't produce their own steering wheels, do they?
EX on there.
Yeah, maybe Matt can develop a sticker. Who knows? And we've got the stereo there that we haven't actually finished the install video on. So coming to a YouTube channel for you guys soon.
Does the whole thing move up and down this, Alex?
Yeah.
Where is it?
It's,
you probably want it a bit higher now.
It's underneath. Yeah, I'll get it all sorted.
It's your car, isn't it?
Yeah, you know, when we're going to go for a drive now,
make
see
sure
how
it's
it
all
feels.
aligned, yeah.
And yeah.
That's
We'll
not bad,
sort that out in a second.
That's not bad.
That's not bad at all. I really like it. I think it looks great. Oh yeah.
Oh, hello.
So this going for a drive with the new KODE steering wheel in situ, and it feels amazing. Oh, don't want to be hitting those. It feels lovely. It's fatter. It's about the same diameter.
I'd say it's a little bit smaller than the original Nissan one.
It could be. I mean, the half dish kind of gives it away, but it does feel really nice.
It's thick.
And we know it's not a performance steering wheel. This isn't a performance car. This is just essentially for the aesthetic and the feel. It's not actually for anything more than that.
We've got 1.500 brake horsepower car.
Oh, 107 to 109, I think, find out.
Yeah, but when I'm sat in it, more or less 94.
83.
Yeah.
Almost what the Micro's got, but still more. But yeah, it feels immense. And I thought, you know, we'll do a little bit of slight semi-rural, and then we'll come back round on the on a bit of faster road, a bit of the A30. And
because they love us doing a driving video.
They do. I mean, I love us doing a driving video.
There's something to do, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you skin.
There's a lot of YouTube channels that just do a lot of static filming around the car, whereas we like to do a lot of driving videos because
that's what,
you know, we can talk bollocks whilst driving the car, and sometimes there's some genius things happening, like almost crashing,
or going up dead ends.
Oh, here's another. I've definitely, and I don't want to ruin this for another video, but I've definitely got to get some coilovers on the Cube. So watch this space.
It's a good quality. Well, like you said, they only do one decent sort of brand, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the best brands.
So hopefully this camera here is picking up some good. Look at me. Look at the steering wheel.
And
some good
balls
photos.
are really sweaty.
Ed's balls are really sweaty.
It's 38 degrees in here.
I don't know how hot it is.
It's fucking hot.
But it is hot. So maybe, you know, I'll let some air in and adjust the camera angle. Look at that. Ed, I stuck it on there and Ed went, you can adjust the camera angle. So I can go.
Oh, that's very cool. But do it smoothly. That's probably so annoying for someone to watch that.
Yeah, well, this one's static, so it's fine. And that's the main picture. Or do I put this as the main picture? No, not boring. Our little faces are more fun. So yeah, you know, having the steering wheel, it was an aesthetic mod I really, really wanted to do. You know, it's a JDM car. I want to make it feel like my own. I want to modify it a bit more. I want to put mods on it that are going to feel quite Japanese. And
we don't want to ruin it.
No, we don't want to ruin it. And camera angle moves. And you know, the wheels. I've got my Rotor RBs, and I think they suit the car perfectly. You know, the body kit from AUTECH that's on it looks amazing. It all kind of works really well. And the reason I went for this steering wheel, a black sort of suede with a white, potentially real leather, sort of, you know, whatever trim, it goes with the car. So again, you know, it kind of fits in. I'm not being boring or safe regarding the OEM steering wheel. I want to make this car mine more. I want to stamp my own authority onto it. So this car is one that I'm going to be keeping for the long term because I absolutely adore it. I love looking at it. I love driving it. It makes me. I can drive it quickly, and it's quite good fun because you're really pushing it at not that fast speeds. The car feels like you're pushing it. Let's make it better at that. Let's make it feel better. Let's make it keep its Japanese pedigree and just make it a little bit more Sulk Nation TV.
Yes.
So
And it's fairly easy install in the end, apart from that troublesome Torx 30 nut at the screw at the start.
And what did we find, Ed, when we were packing everything away after putting the steering wheel on?
In the HKB boss kit, if you do buy one for the Cube, it does have the right Torx tool in there.
Yeah, that's what we found.
Rather than fussing in the toolbox for one. But all it was at the end of the day, 2 Torx 30s, a 19mm nut, and then you basically plug and play your airbag resistor into the current airbag holder. And you just use the horn wire that comes in the HKB boss kit, and that plugs straight in, and it's so easy to do. We actually did it and it works.
Everything. See, there we go. The horn works. Everything works really well, and it looks really good. Like the aesthetic of this wheel. I mean, I'm just going to adjust the camera angle again there. The aesthetic of this wheel is stunning. It looks really cool. It is pretty much centre. You know, I've not noticed it not being centre. We're not on the straightest roads. It's quite hard to tell.
It should be centre.
It's as centre as you're going to really get it. But it's how it feels. It's fat where it needs to be fat.
Up here, isn't it?
And it's here, you know, and round the bottom, it's nice and fat.
Kind of jealous because it's such an easy install compared to like the 2 weeks of hell I went through on the Prelude, because I had to.
That was a nightmare.
I had to cut the back of the boss to fit the notches for the 4-wheel steer system, and it took me 2 weeks of like researching it, how to get it right. Didn't even know that was the issue at the time. But yeah, this one just goes straight on, and you don't have to remove the clock spring either. The clock spring
stays.
The clock spring remains in situ.
The clock springerling. There's a BMW right up my ass. It's driven by a woman. You know, not that means anything, but usually BMWs are driven by asshole men. But this is a woman that's being a twat and getting right at my ass. You might be able to see it in that camera.
She's indicating.
Oh, that's good.
I am a woman, hear me roar.
I am Alex, hear me vape. That is Ed, watch him sweat.
Well, my name's Ed, his name's Alex, we are both apes.
So this might be seeming like a bit of a boring drive part of the video, but it's not really. You might hear, I've got to go really slow because obviously the cube's already lowered on springs, but it's this. Yeah, let's just say I need to stick coilovers on it because these springs aren't very good. Whatever they are, they're not really doing the job. I had 5 people in here, including my 3-year-old daughter, so it's not like she doesn't weigh anything really. And I was getting serious rubbing, so much so that the wheel arches sort of caused some tearing in the side of the tyre.
On brand new tyres.
Yeah, and they're not particularly, you know, it's not particularly bad at all, but it's like annoying. It's more annoying than anything. So let's find some money from somewhere and get some BC Racing coilovers, and then that's another video, and it's making this car even more fun. So let's put the foot down a little bit and just. So I've not. See, did you hear that scrubbing then?
It did then, yeah.
So it's.
But you didn't have that on the previous wheel and tyre setup, did you?
Because they were 5.5J, and the rotor RBs I've got on there are 7. So. Which is, you know, it looks amazing, and when it's not rubbing, they feel amazing. I mean, they definitely have enhanced the handling. You know, a noticeable amount actually. You know, that's what good tyres and wider wheels do. They do enhance handling. But it's, you know,
this is a very bumpy road though, mate.
Yeah, and without coilovers, I'm not going to really give it beans. Oh, there we go. Hyundai. See, like this would be really bad for. Bad springs. Oh, let's do the end of. Oh no, here's another one. So slow down again.
Little good back boxes for these. It's a bit of noise.
Yeah, I've thought about that. You can get some good ones. The only issue I'd have is then I'd have to modify.
It's the bumper, isn't it? Yeah, the AUTECH rider bumper.
But I mean, I'm not. As long as I could get a professional to do it, because it is a car that means a lot to me.
Don't let me loose with a grinder.
No, I mean, you know, flashes of the FN2 exhaust install.
Oh, we did that right in the end.
We did in the end. We had to take a grinder to the trim.
Yeah, I missed that FN2.
No, you don't. No, you don't miss that FN2.
I like FN2s.
Why?
I always have.
Why do you like them?
I just do. I still think they look really modern still. And
they look cool. I'm not denying that.
Considering like everything now, like the new Type R's, they look that special like those used to.
Yeah, but the FN2. What gets the thing I don't like is they're not as good as the EP3. That's true. We've driven both. They're not as good. Oh, the Porsche.
The EP3 handled a lot better.
Yeah, the EP3 does handle far better. Yeah. I like the look of them, and the interior is really good. Yeah. But I don't like the fact that the front seat makes you feel like you're sat up like that. That's weird.
Yeah, you are on them rather than in them.
It's not a Japanese Honda. Yeah. You couldn't buy them in Japan. They were never released. They had the FD2, the FN2 wasn't released in Japan.
Well, okay.
So that's something that puts me off massively. I'm not saying it's a bad car generally. Is it as good as an EP3? Well, no. Is it a bad car? No. You compare it to other hot hatches. Oh, there we go, a K11. I don't know how much of that will be on the camera, but take my word for it.
I love a K11.
Yeah, we both love a K11. A lot of one. Watch this space, you never know. I'm going to go small car, but we'll see.
1 litre chain driven at 16 valve little engine.
What's not to like?
What can't you go wrong with that?
So this will be a nice bit of speed, getting some speed up in here and just feeling it.
The need for speed.
But this car, I mean, I absolutely adore this car, and this is just another addition to it that is amazing.
Nice little cherry, mate. Good choice, because you got that at BH Pay, didn't you?
Yeah. I mean, I'm accelerating faster than the Insignia in front of us, which is, you know, a combination of disappointing and, you know,
we've got aircon, haven't we?
Yeah, but we're going to stop in a minute, so the video's now finished.
What do you mean?
I'm going to go and take some photos, artistic photos. So, yeah, steering wheel install went really well. We didn't really show much of the install on camera because it's us. If you'd like to know more, then contact us and we can give you some potentially helpful advice. Otherwise, and yeah, please subscribe, turn on notifications, watch other videos, say hi, buy some sulky stickers. Come on, people, we've got some more merch in the pipeline that won't sell, like the stickers. So just come on, enjoy it. You know, that's what we're here for. And until the next time, I've been me, you've been you, Ed's been Ed, and we're done for that.
I've got a man for the eye. I'm Natalie Cassidy.
Natalie Cassidy.